Welcome to the American Contractor Show. I am your host, John Dye, and today it's all about CompanyCam. I know you guys have probably heard about it. Maybe you've seen some of the cool ads that they got out there, or you've heard us talk about CompanyCam. You've heard about it in the comments, but I want to talk a little bit about how it actually works and get under the hood of CompanyCam. And so I got my friend Michael Gogan, great guy over at CompanyCam, to join us today for a very special exclusive American Contractor Show demo of CompanyCam. So this is just for our viewers and listeners and people that have that are tuned into this show. You guys are going to get an exclusive behind-the-scenes look into how CompanyCam really operates and really get a chance to see it in action and see if it's something that fits your business. I think it will, because I think that this is the one app that every contractor should have. And so this is going to be something that's really cool, and we even have a really special offer just for you guys for watching this today, and I think you're going to want to take advantage of it because it's not going to cost you anything, and it's going to, I believe, really elevate the way that your business operates when it comes to taking photos, to documenting jobs, and communicating that information to insurance companies, to customers, to your staff, and being able to just change the way that your business operates when it comes to documenting your projects. So without further ado, let's get started. Welcome to the American Contractor Show, the show that's all about American contractors living the American dream. I'm your host, John Dye. Each episode will introduce you to contractors just like you who have beaten the odds and leveled up their game to become the dominant force in their markets. Together, we'll explore the tools and tactics that unlock the secrets to their success. Join me as we begin the journey that leads to the realization of your American dream. Thank you so much for being here, man. It's awesome to get to hang out with you virtually for a little while.
Yeah, you bet, John. I feel like you should be the one showing the app here, but I'll do that for us.
Dude, I love the app. I've been around it now for quite a while, and I talk about it almost everywhere I go, but I wanted to give listeners and users and watchers of the show something really unique here, where we actually dive into how the app works and really get a good feel for it as far as what it can do for contractors and for end users at the end of the day, and for their homeowners, and for all the just ridiculous amount of communication that can happen when someone uses CompanyCam. I think it's probably one of the most I don't think it's underrated, but it's one of the most, I think, that misused or underutilized apps in our industry.
For sure. Yeah, I mean, we can dive into it. I can kind of show you some of the ins and outs, and maybe some of those areas where even contractors that are paying for CompanyCam might not be using it to its fullest capabilities.
Yeah, that would be awesome, and I would really appreciate that, and I think it'd be awesome to share that with everyone in the contracting space. So yeah, let's dive into it, bro.
Let's dive in. So first thing with CompanyCam, obviously, you can see here on the screen that it's both mobile and web. You can see on the left-hand side, that's going to be the mobile version. I'm just mirroring my phone to the screen. And then on the right-hand side is going to be the web version. So I'm going to start on the mobile end, because that's really where CompanyCam is going to be used primarily, is when you're in the field. So you can see here on this home screen, it's going to show nearby projects, obviously my photos, projects I've worked on, and then just an overall company feed. So I can see all of our different photos, all of our different projects that we're currently working on. I will show you then how to capture. So you or your team get out to a job site and you're ready to start documenting that job. You click on the blue camera button down in the bottom middle, and that is going to use GPS to locate the job you're on. We're actually at HQ right now, so there's 3 projects here. Generally speaking, you're just going to have one project right there, but you can see how far you are away from these projects. You simply have to confirm the job you're on. So I'll confirm I'm at HQ. And
say one of those jobs looks like it's been documented very heavily. It has 5,000 photos.
We've got a few photos in there. So 5,589 photos. We're going to add a few more to that right now. But what's great is as soon as you confirm the location that you're at, now you don't have to worry about uploading, attaching, sending, doing anything with the photos or videos you're going to take. They're automatically going to be tied to that address that you confirmed you're at. So I'm just here in the studio, so I'm just going to take a few photos here from the studio, get you some secret undercover company cam stuff. But
That's
what's
where we
great
shot
is
Talk About It.
as
That was our...
soon as I take those photos, they're going straight to the cloud, so they're available back in the office. It's going to be a almost real-time sync. And then you can also see there's a little number 3 down in this bottom left-hand corner. So at any time, John, if the contractors need, they can go down here, they can select one of these photos, and they can mark it up, make some notes on it, throw a timestamp on there, whatever they need to do to that photo, draw attention to whatever. They can do that right on the photo itself. They also have the ability, you can see here the little chat box. They can go in and leave a longer comment. I always encourage people, you know, when they're doing their inspections, take a quick voice to text note right here. Make sure that you're documenting and making note as to why you took that documentation. They can also use the @ symbol and mention somebody from their team. This will serve just like a text message or social media notification. Let them know, hey, you have a notification, take them right into the photo, and now you're communicating in real time on that specific photo. You can also tag photos. I'll show you this from the camera screen as well. But, you know, say I'm doing my initial inspection, I could have a tag that's initial inspection. I should probably also have a tag for pre-existing damage, so that any damage that is on the property that's outside of the scope of what we're going to be working on, that I'm documenting that before we do any work, so that at the end of the job, I'm not being blamed for, you know, damaging a screen, cracking a driveway. And maybe I'm an interior contractor. Maybe there's some damage to drywall. I want to make sure that the homeowner knows that those were already there. I didn't do those. So you can create whatever tags you want. And they'll apply to then your photos. As soon as you're done with this, quick save, and again, that's available in real time then back into the office. So you can see that. Let me back out of the screen there. A couple other things from the camera screen that you can do. Down at the bottom, you can see there's video. We now allow you to capture 20-second clips of video. You can capture an unlimited number of those clips, but there's video. You can scan documents, PDFs in, and then before and afters, and I'll show you those here in a second. But then in the upper right corner, I wanted to draw your attention to the tag. So this is great. So now I can say, hey, I'm out, maybe I'm doing front elevation or front slope damage photos. I can actually tag that from the photo screen, and until I tell it to stop that tag, it's going to tag every photo that I take front elevation. So maybe I'm doing front elevation, initial inspection, and hail damage or whatever. All of those go through. Maybe I'm taking photos because I know on the back end I'm going to need to do some supplementing. I can say tag all those photos supplements. So then I can filter later on by all of those different things. And then finally, let me show you here this before and after. I love before and afters. The lights here are kind of bright, but we'll use this one. So I've selected the photo that I'm going to use for the before, and now I'm able to line up and get that exact same after photo. And what's great is now it's going to allow me to use any of these different templates in here for the after photo. So I can go in, I can select, yeah, this is the one I want. Before, after, has your logo right there on it. Save. And you're going to be able to share these out to social media, send them to your clients. Just a really great way to market the work that you're doing.
Yeah, I love that before and after, how it ghosts that image in there and then lets you take the exact same image again. That's one of the coolest features that I've ever seen in an app.
Yeah, absolutely. So while we're doing that, I just quick refresh the web version here. So on the right hand side of the app or of the screen, and you can see there are those poor lit bright light photos that I just took, and there's that before and after photo already back in the office in real time. So in real time, I can get this all the way back into the office, see everything that I need to see. And I can scroll through and I can see everything from this project. Just really simple, really clean, really easy. everything's in chronological order. So like you said, there's 5,600 photos in this particular job, but they're all in chronological order. And if I tagged any of those photos or did any of those things, I can always go in and filter and just find those specific tags. So I can come in here. Yeah, there are a lot of photos in here, but I can come down to tag, and we could search by before and after by filters, and then look at, there it is, all my before and afters. So like I said, if you did supplement photos, you can filter by supplement and bring all of those in at once as well. So really simple to get the photos back to the office, find the photos that you need. Just makes the contractor's job really easy.
Yeah, I love that. That's the communication aspect is huge with, just communicating stuff back to your home base is really cool to be able to see that in real time. I can imagine how much easier it would be to manage your staff out on a job site or wherever else if you're able to see that. Imagine if your crew had this stuff and you just let the crew import the photos as the job's being done. Now you can manage them remotely and kind of get an idea where they are in the process. I love it.
Absolutely. A couple of things there where you kind of talked about the communication aspect. Over on the right-hand side from the web, you can see we have a project notepad, and we also have project conversations.
Oh, that's cool.
And you can use these both in the field or back in the office. But just a really nice way to see, you can have communication in this conversation. And then you can also add things into the notepad. So like right here, you can put a phone number, email.
Where's the notepad on the app?
Yeah, so if you click, let me pull up a project here. So if I just pull this project up, you can see the notepad right there below 20.
Oh, okay. Up. Yep, I see it.
So then I would
up
just
there,
click
402. Yeah.
And then I can edit that. Very similar to your notepad you would use on an iPhone or Android. And then I can also click into the project conversation right here and see anything that maybe isn't photo specific, but that I need to draw attention to, which is really nice. You see the 2022 gutters and 2022 windows up there at the top of the screen on both. Those are called project labels. So the easy way for me to describe the labels are going to live at a project level. Tags live at a photo level. This is just a great tag or a label for when that homeowner says, you know what, thanks for doing my roof. I'm going to need new windows, but probably not till next year, maybe in a couple years. And I hear it all the time. Contractors are going to say one of two things. Yeah, we'll give you a call in a couple years, or give us a call in a couple years, both of which we know aren't going to happen. Neither one of those happen. Where with our labels, you could actually go in and create a label, 2022 windows, and filter this by at the end of 2021 and say, hey, I want to pull up all my 2022 jobs or potential jobs. There they all are. Now I can reach back out to these property owners and say, hey, we were out there November 2nd, 2020. We redid your roof. When we talked last, you wanted to maybe do your windows in a couple years. Wanted to see if you were still interested in doing that. So kind of have created this way to keep information that you're getting in the field and prevent it from slipping through the cracks.
I like that. That's probably one of my favorite features that you guys have, because that's such a great way to really data mine your customers and be able to provide them with another level of service and, create a pipeline for years to come.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know how it is, John, when you're out in the field. When we're out at shows, if we don't do something to put a note or a reminder in to our systems, it doesn't happen. It says, yeah, when I get home, I'll give you a call. I got your business card. And then I've got 900 other business cards. And I'm saying, what was I supposed to call this guy about? And then, we've just kind of removed that for you. And what's great is these labels, they don't go away with the employee that put the label in there, if that makes sense. So
right.
in a high turnover industry, the guy that was on this job potentially won't even be there in 2022, but he put that label in there, and now you still have access to that information. So
I
just
like
a
it.
really nice thing there. The other thing I wanted to show is, and I know you talked about being able to share from CompanyCam and communicate with external stakeholders. So I'm just going to grab a few photos here from this project. And you can see as I do those, I select them. I could have selected all of them from this day. I just wanted to select 8 for ease here. But you can see it brings up an actions bar up at the top here. I can download or do things with them in the actions. I can create a report, or I could share them. The share is going to be a link that allows you to share just those 8 photos. One click, you can send it via text message from the mobile. You could share it to an email address, whatever you want to do. And who you share it to is going to be able, they're going to be able to access then those photos that you selected. But I want to show a report here real quick, create a new report. So this is just a really simple report building tool. So you can see here, I've got just on off toggles. Do I want a cover photo? Yes or no? Don't want my logo on there, all those things. And then I can come in here. You guys might be the first demo to see this live, but upper left-hand corner, you can see we now have numbered photos on our reports, which is awesome. 1, 2, all the way down. So from a supplementing, public adjusting, insurance job standpoint, that's going to be very important. But now I can come in here and I can add text. I can, save all the pertinent information of, where was the photo taken, what time and date was it taken, who took it. I can turn that off as well if I don't want to share that in the report. But here's everything that I did. And with one click, I'm able to generate this as a PDF. So now I've created a PDF photo report that looks something like this right here. So just a really easy way to share photos out, share them with third parties, those kind of things. So I love the photo report when I'm doing an insurance job. Maybe it's a completion. I just want to show the client that I'm working with,
well, I mean, if you think about that, if you gave a photo report like that to the homeowner with all that pertinent data in it, you've just gone above and beyond. And in a very like a homeowner that cares about that kind of stuff, the type that's going to save that type of information, they're going to put that somewhere and keep that forever. And next time they go to replace the roof, they're going to pull that out, show that to maybe your company or to the next company, say this is what happened, or they go to sell their house. Now they have a very detailed report on the repairs that were done on the house, and it's a great tool, I think, for contractors.
Yeah, absolutely.
It sets them apart so well. Yeah.
That while you were saying that, I just went ahead and pulled up. So from this screen right here, and you can do this from the web or the mobile. So it's interchangeable. I'm just going to show it from the web version so that I can actually show you what the timeline looks like. But if you click up here with share and you go to share timeline link, this is going to give you a link that you can share with your client. That's going to be a live link. So when we click here, it will just be a full live link. I'm going to actually go back to HQ. I'm going to snap a few photos here back in the studio just to show you how quickly this works. But what's great is you can see, again, photos are numbered, but everything that I've done at this project is here. It's all right here. I love this from the sales perspective. I've got mixed feelings on whether I should use it all the way through the job or not. I think that's a case by case basis. But from the sales perspective, Mrs. Jones, I'm going to go down in your basement and we're going to look at some stuff. I'm going up on your roof. I'm going to do the inspection. You probably don't want
Mrs. Jones is at work.
Yeah, exactly. Mrs. Jones may be at work. You don't want her probably on the roof, even if she's not at work. You probably don't want her there. And you can see those photos that I just took are already uploaded in seconds into this timeline. So now you say, Mrs. Jones, I'm at your house. Here's a link. I'm going to go ahead and start the inspection right now. We'll go over all of this, obviously, but you can watch it as I'm doing it. I can add my 20-second video clips in there to where I can be up on the roof. And, from the ground, wind lifted shingles probably don't look that bad. But when I'm up there,
so the videos go in there too.
Exactly. So I can show all these seals are broken. You know, yes, from the ground it looks like they're still intact, but they're all lifted. Seals are all broken. This is going to be a problem down the road. So I can take little videos, kind of help paint that picture. I've got some great clients that use this to where it's like, hey, by the time we're getting down from the roof, it's not you have a problem. Now the homeowner's saying, obviously we have a problem, Mr. Contractor. What are the solutions that you have for me to solve this problem? So kind of flips the script, and
Yeah.
you've already delivered the bad news, or let them deliver the bad news themselves while you're doing the inspection, and then you're simply there to solve that problem for them.
I like it. Now, sharing, I saw the timeline, we saw the reports. How do we go about sharing videos to insurance companies or whoever else needs to have that type of information?
Yeah, so if I just want to share just a simple video right here, I just selected this one. I just come up here to share. I'll just share it as a gallery. I can, again, include who took it, when, and then get the link, copy that link over. Obviously, I can't share a video as a PDF. So
Right.
once in a while, you're going to run into a carrier that's a little specific and say they can't open links. You could download the video and attach it to an email if you absolutely had to, but I would just select right there, share. If that doesn't work, then obviously you can come over here and you can download that video as well.
That's cool. Yeah, because that's I think video is a game changer for the insurance side of things, for supplementing, when you're able to really tell that story even easier using video.
Today we do want all of our features to be as powerful as they can be for our contractors. We want to be that data capture tool. We want and I think we're getting there. I mean, we want to be a verb. We want, instead of saying, hey, did you take pictures of it, we want to be, hey, did you company cam it?
Nice.
Is it in CompanyCam? And that's our goal, is that everything you need to do from a data capture standpoint in the field, you can do within CompanyCam.
Well, you know what they say. If it's not in CompanyCam, it didn't happen.
Not in CompanyCam, it didn't happen, man.
I like it, dude. So just for a recap, this is one of the best tools that contractors have to have. If you're not using CompanyCam, you're literally opening yourself up to liability. You're not really doing what you should be doing as a contractor, as far as taking the right photos. You're not documenting the job properly, the entire project properly. I know for a fact that some of the contractors that we work with, we introduce them to CompanyCam. They take the software, they start to use it, and we see contractors that are going from either using a CRM or they're using phone photos and just trying to share them that way, to switching to CompanyCam, and they actually the volume of photos increases drastically, as does the quality of photos, because it's such an easy way to take photos. I mean, you literally take, point and shoot. Everyone knows how to do that. It's easier, in my opinion, than using any type of social media app or any other way of taking photos, because it's so instantaneously. Like, you just do it and it's done. You don't have to think a lot about it. What do the integrations look like as far as taking this information and sharing it with CRMs right now?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll just pull up our integrations page here. We have a ton. We want to integrate with anything. Like I said, we want to be the data capture tool in the field, and then we want to be that source that integrates with wherever you need it to live. So you can see here, we've got an integration with Hover, Job Nimbus, Team Up, Atlas Pro, Contractors Cloud, Giddy Up, GAF Project, iRestore, Job Docs, Job Progress, Salesforce, Sumo Quote, WorkEase, SuccessWare 21, Zapier, always adding more integrations to the list. I've heard rumor that we might get one with Hailtrace here in 2021, which will be game changer for you, I promise. But yeah, at the end of the day, if you're listening to this or watching this and you say, well, it doesn't integrate with my solution, still reach out to us. We can either further the conversation to integrate with your solution, or we can show you some really easy workarounds that still make using CompanyCam a more efficient solution than what you're currently doing.
I like it. I like it. Michael Gogan, tell us a little bit about the price on this, because that's what everyone wants to know, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So we're priced very simply. We don't have a contract, so you can add and subtract users as you need them. It's $19 a month per user. That's unlimited everything. So we don't have any of the I gotcha fees, unlimited photos, videos, projects. Um, and what's great is you do get a 14-day free pro trial. So you can use all of our features for free for 14 days. Test drive it, see if you like it. And the $1 million question that I always get, John, is, well, after 14 days, Michael, what happens to my photos if I don't want to pay for it? They're still yours. You can download them, you can have them, and move on. But I think if you use it for 14 days and you get photos in there, I think you're going to stay with CompanyCam for a long time.
Well, that's all fine and dandy, though. But if you actually use the link in the description of this video, you can get it for 30 days.
Whew. Whew.
What?
30 days. Oh, man. Yeah.
30 days. I'm going to hook you people up. Come on
hook
now.
them up, John. So, yeah.
I'm going to hook them up. So, no worries.
Use the link in this video. John's giving you 16 days for free. We'll make sure we bill him for that. But
That's
use
right.
it. Like I said, if you truly use it in the trial period, I can't imagine that it's not going to make your processes more efficient, save you time, make your guys, like you said, John, if it's easy for them to capture the data that you need, they're going to capture more data. I'm a big believer that a lot of times it's not their unwillingness to take photos, it's the fact that there's hoops that they have to jump through to get those photos back to the office, and we've removed all of those hoops and hurdles.
Well, I think that's the name of the game here. For no matter if you're doing sales or you're trying to hire salespeople or you're trying to get, encourage people to change their behaviors. When you're able to take something and make it simpler and easier to use and really just make it a solution for them rather than a burden of, oh man, I gotta go take photos. No, I get to use this cool app and it makes it so much easier, and I don't have to spend all this time uploading and moving photos around and doing all these extra steps. It's already there. We already know, like, the quantity goes up, the quality goes up, and all that kind of stuff equates to more money in your pocket, and equates to a lot more protection for you as a contractor, because now you're not having to have those conversations of, oh man, you cracked my driveway, but in reality, the driveway was already cracked. You just can't prove it. But if you did crack the driveway, now you can say, oh, you know what? We sure did. Now we have an opportunity to make something right for a homeowner. And so all those things put together means that at the end of the day, it's a better customer experience, which equates to more sales and more money. So this is the app that you have to get if you're a contractor. Do not, skip over this one. This one's the one that you have to have. Bottom line, there's no way around it. If you want to, I know my producer here, Sammy. Sam, let me ask you a question. I don't think people can hear you, but you were an electrician before you came here. Did you guys have something like this? He's shaking his head saying no. They use Slack to communicate, which Slack's a great tool. We use Slack here too. But to communicate photos, this would have changed a lot of things for you when you were trying to tell your boss, hey, these wires are all jacked up over here. And he's like, no, they're not. And you're like, click, here they are. Look at it.
Yeah.
Same thing for every type of trade that you're in. It doesn't matter if it's paint, if you're in if you're a contractor, this is what you got to have. That'll be cool. No, I think it's cool, man. And Gogan, I always appreciate getting to hang out with you and show people CompanyCam, because in my opinion, it's one of the coolest apps in our industry. One of the things that everyone needs to have. If you don't have CompanyCam, you are missing out on so much opportunity in so many different ways. Try it out, use it. What is the freemium stuff that I keep seeing videos about?
Absolutely. So at the end of the day, we do a 14-day pro trial. For your listeners, obviously, we're going to give them the 30. But if that's still not enough to see the value in CompanyCam, we'll allow you to have up to 3 users and 50 projects for free before we end up asking you for any sort of credit card information. So, we want you seeing the value in it. And John, honestly, when you say that this is that like no-brainer solution that everyone needs it, I would challenge contractors to try it and be able to tell us why John is wrong or why I'm wrong for that thought, because I can think of a few cases where some people were kind of hard-headed. Matt Danskin's a big name in the industry now, And I had to work hard to get him to use CompanyCam because he felt like it wasn't going to save him time and make him more efficient. And now he's out training contractors on how to get referrals from insurance agents. And guess what? CompanyCam's a part of his process. It's a must-have for him in his process. And so I would challenge anyone to try CompanyCam. We want feedback.
100%.
We want to know what would make it more efficient for you. But I think that you're going to find it's going to save you a lot of time as a contractor.
100%, dude. And I use it I've used it as a contractor. I use it when I do appraisals. I use it when I was an adjuster. I used it. Saved me so much time. It makes my life so much better to know that that exists, because I don't have to use up all the space on my phone. I just literally just pop it open and I'm good to go. So Gogan, CompanyCam, thank you so much for being here. Say thank you to Luke. Say hi to all the team over there. We really appreciate what you guys are doing. And if you see them at a show, you guys go to everything. Make sure to stop by their booth and say hi. Sign up though. Get on CompanyCam. Go on the link in this video in the show notes and sign up for the CompanyCam demo that we can provide you with, because I'm guarantee you it's going to change the way that you guys take photos and document projects. Thank you so much for being here, my friend.
Awesome. Thanks, John.
Thank you. Are you doing something unique, innovative, or just plain cool with your contracting business and want to show off a little bit? We'd love to hear from you. Send us an email at showcase@americancontractorshow.com and let us know what you're up to. We'd love to hear from you, and maybe we'll feature you on a future episode.